What's good, guys? Welcome back to the third episode of the Miami Dolphins franchise. Now, we just played our first game against the Bills last episode, so go check out that. And if you want to see where this all started, definitely check out the first episode where we kind of went over the whole franchise if you want to see sliders and stuff like that. So definitely check those two episodes out. Now, with this first mock draft, not all the picks are correct, but our picks, I made sure that we have the correct pick. So we have the picks that we have in real life for this year, so we're not going to worry too much about the other teams. As for us, it does have us picking pretty low with our two picks, as it has us taking J.D. Bertrand, a middle linebacker, and Jared Patterson, a center. I can definitely see us taking a guy like Jared Patterson and filling that center role, because J.C. Treader isn't a long-term answer for that position. But other than that, I don't know if I take a middle linebacker just because I do have high hopes for trading Tyndall. Other than that, there's not too much to do, as I don't want to delve into the stats too much yet, just because I want to do it kind of every 4 weeks, as I think that's a good point to check out all the stats and stuff, and I'm not going to lie, it hasn't been great for Tua so far, so hopefully we can improve that here against the Raiders, who are 1-1. I do want to delve into the weekly strategy first, obviously. I think against Derek Carr and the Raiders, I think we do just want to defend. I don't know. Okay, he is an 88 overall, so we're actually just going to defend the outside run, because with him being that high of an overall, Josh Jacobs, I don't think we want to let him get going. And then against Javon Mullen, I want a better game from Tua, so I think I'm just going to do throw it short. I want to take what we're given instead of trying to go deep all the time, because that's where we get in trouble with the interception. So I think with that, we'll just do throw it short and just keep everything the same. For now, I'm going to keep the focus players the same as well. For the weekly game plan goal, again, we really need to get Tua going here, so we're going to just do throw 2 touchdown passes. For defensive coordinator, I do want to get some sacks, but also I do want to stop Josh Jacobs, so let's just do allow 4 yards per carry, or under 4 yards per carry for Josh Jacobs and for the whole team. As for here, I do want to do no turnovers for both of these, just because, again, the turnovers have been really bad so far, so I think it's important that we do that as our goal, just because that is my goal, actually, like to not throw interceptions, to not fumble the ball, just to have a clean game and hopefully have a clean win against the Las Vegas Raiders, sorry. Getting into the injuries here, I don't see any injuries on defense, so that's good to see. Then heading on to the offense. Again, no fatigue loss either. Was that an injury up there? Nope. Okay, so no injuries on the offense as well. So that, again, is good to see, as we have a clean bill of health going into our third game and the second game for you guys, obviously. No upgrades after that training session either. Now, the last thing I do want to do before heading into the game is checking out the Oakland roster really quick, because, again, I don't know the overalls of some of these players. Like, I was surprised with Josh Jacobs, as I thought it'd be a little bit lower, but, again, they just got DAVANTE Adams and Chandler Jones, so it's going to be an interesting roster to take a look at. Derek Carr, pretty solid QB. Definitely, I think, a little bit underrated at an 83 overall, but definitely good QB. An 88 overall Jacobs and 79 Kenyon Drake, former Dolphin. That's a decent little halfback duo. For wide receivers, we do have to have Xavier Howard on DAVANTE Adams, hopefully for most of the game, and Hunter Renfrow. It's a very nice little duo there with DAVANTE Adams and Hunter Renfrow. Like, a lot of route running there, so they're probably going to create a little bit of separation. So something to think about with that. And then they even have Darren Waller, who is injured, actually. So I'm not sure if he's going to play, as he does have that injured symbol. So we'll see what happens with Darren Waller. Offensive line-wise, they do look okay. Definitely not as good as the Bills. Actually, nowhere near the Bills, as the only player above an 80 is Colton Miller at that left tackle position. So honestly, if we can get the pressure going, that'd be awesome. Max Crosby, one of the best pass rushers in the league. Chandler Jones, another great pass rusher. He's a little bit on the older side, but Bilal Nichols is pretty good. Eddie Goldman's pretty good. This is a pretty good defense. The linebackers are all right. Denzel Perryman might miss here. John Brown was a solid pickup for them in free agency. So the linebackers aren't that great either. So hopefully Tua can take advantage of that in the short game. Their corners, again, not that great either. So their defense, overall, it's a young defense, but it's not that great yet. So we do really want to take advantage of that, and hopefully Tua can get the arm going. As we are kicking off the game here, I'm not going to lie, there is a chance that we might kick off every time. I don't know why, but I just realized in the franchises I've done by myself without recording them, like, usually we always kick off. So I wonder if I think there's a setting for that, but, like, I wish there was a way to make it just random, but I guess there isn't. Derek Carr comes onto the field, and 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Not too bad stats there, but let's get into the game and hopefully get a stop on these guys. Atlanta Roberts in the game, and let's just use your Brandon Jones, cover over top and let them rush. Van Ginkel right on Josh Jacobs. That's a great start to our goal. That's a great start to the game. Tackle for loss for Andrew Van Ginkel, trying to earn that contract. Gonna use your Javon Holland. Actually, no, we'll use it for Brandon Jones over the middle. They run the ball again. Brandon Jones find the gap. I missed it, and I get the tackle, and then he breaks that. Javon Holland does a good job of cleaning up there. Let's do the cover 1 contain. We don't want... I'm actually going to use Jerome Baker because Derek Carr is not really a scrambler, but we do want to stop here. Jerome Baker lurking over the middle. As Nick Needham gets routed up by Hunter Renfrow. I was talking about that when I was looking at Davante Adams and Hunter Renfrow in the pregame scouting thing that we did. I said, Hunter Renfrow, great route runner. We really need to watch that. So Nick Needham not doing a good job there. As we're going to use Holland on the tight end. He floats it up. Brandon Jones doesn't get the pick. And no, that's not Zay Jones. He's off the team now. Who is that? As that is one of the most unlucky plays for us. Demarcus Robinson makes the crazy catch after the juggle from Brandon Jones. That's really unfortunate. That probably should have been it for that drive. Javon Holland over top. Play action. Covering, helping on Davante Adams again. We really need to help there. The safety help over top on Davante Adams is going to be really important. So this offense, this might be a tough game. I'm not going to lie. Their overalls aren't that high, but their star players are legit. Brandon Jones on Josh Jacobs. He doesn't do anything, so let's drop back into coverage. And a great play by Jerome Baker to not get any penalty and bring down Derek Carr. Unfortunately, got rid of the ball, so no sack, but that's a great play from Jerome Baker. Again, sticking with that man coverage type defense, as that's what we're going to do in real life, so that's what we're going to do here. And just using Javon Holland trying to help over top on these nasty receivers, as Davante Adams creates so much separation, so we're going to help out there. And a huge sack. Christian Wilkins, usually a good run stopper, gets back and gets the sack. They're going to try kicking a field goal, but it is a 54-yarder, so we'll see if he makes it. Daniel Carlson is a pretty good kicker, so we'll see. And I think he drilled it. So never mind. They do come away with points. They don't not come away with points. Daniel Carlson drills it for the 3. Not a great start for the defense, as we usually do want to try shutting out these offenses. But holding them to 3 isn't bad after they were going down the field. But for now, let's try and get Waddle going here on a little handoff action. Waddle to the outside, get up the field, and they did a pretty good job of containing that, but we'll take the 4 yards from a rush from Jalen Waddle. We really want Tua and Waddle to be good as a duo, as they're both young. They're both going to be on the team for a while, hopefully, so we do want them to gain that chemistry as they did in their rookie year. Tua again to Waddle underneath. Get around the defender, juke back inside. Let's go. Tua to Jalen Waddle. Let's keep passing the ball. I do want to get the run game going. Trust me, that is going to be one of the things I do want to get going, as it didn't happen last game. But I do want to get the run game going. The offense as a whole was kind of struggling as we do get sacked. The offense as a whole by Max Crosby, man, what a player. The whole offense was struggling last game, so we do want to get them going. Let's go with a little bit of a run here. I'm actually going to go to Raheem Mostert just because he does have that speed, and we do want to pick up around 7 to 8 yards at a minimum, as it is 2nd and long. Hopefully they're not expecting it. Mostert up the middle, and that's a better start to the run game than against that Bills defense, making it 3rd and 14. Not manageable, but again, way more better than 3rd and 25. Again, looking at Waddle here, if he can get gone, and Tyreek. We really need to get Tyreek going deep, as that's not going to work, and we're going to run away and try and throw the ball away, and we get sacked again. Max Crosby is eating up Teron Armstead over there, which is surprising because he's one of the premier left tackles in the league. But he gets dusted. I don't know what I was doing there trying to run away. That was a poor start on offense, so we're going to punt away with Thomas Morstead here. No point even going for it. No point even trying to. Not the best start to this game. Sticking with that man-to-man defense, we actually might have to switch up to a little bit of a zone here just because they have been running our guys up, so that might be something I look to do. If they do pass, Jerome Baker off the edge, and yeah, I don't think man coverage is going to be the way to go this game, even though we probably will start running just because that's the strength of our defense. But honestly, the way that their receivers are getting going here and how electric their offense can be, we might stick with the zone more often here. Jerome Baker lining up. He is motioning someone over. Davante Adams. He does give it to him, as Atlanta Roberts makes a great tackle on Davante Adams. I'm surprised they gave Davante Adams an end around, but to be honest, he's such a good player. You just want to get the ball in his hands. So I understand that. Channing Tindall rotates into the game. Hopefully we can get going here, as they aren't running it. Play action, and Jerome Baker almost had the interception. Byron Jones as well knocks it away. And let's use Javon Holland on who is their backup tight end. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name right now. It's going to be really annoying when they say it. As a great pass breakup from Nick Needham. It's going to be really annoying when I know his name just because I do know it. So Darren Waller isn't playing. It's the backup tight end. And I don't know why I can't remember his name. It's really pissing me off. I should know that. As they trying to get the screen on 3rd and 10, but our defense does a good job of holding up and again getting the stop. Now hopefully we can get the offense going now. As the offense comes back onto the field, I did realize what his name is, Foster Moreau. I don't know how I forgot that. They did bring us back to the 6-yard line, so if we do get a touchdown or points here, it's going to be a long one. Let's start off with the run, man, and see if we can get this going. Mostert find the hole and he just trips, man. That is so annoying in this game. I don't know why it happens, but that is really annoying. We're going to stick with the run here, man. We're so close into our own end zone that I don't want to risk getting a safety, and the running gap looks a little bit clear here as Robert Hunt get that block, and Hunt almost gets to the first down as that gives us some space with a 3rd and 1 play. Again, we're going to go back to the run game, man. We really want to trust the run, use the run to set the pass, and that's what we're going to do. We do have 3 capable running backs, so we want to use them as Edmonds gets good blocks. Outside, good cut, and a nice 2 rushes, 22 yards for Chase Edmonds. The run game getting going is going to be a huge help here. Tyreek is getting press coverage on, so we're actually going to stick with the play. Tyreek Hill beats man coverage. Let's throw it up to him. Low pass from Tua, but Tyreek makes up for it with a nice one-hand grab. Tyreek Hill with an amazing grab to make up for Tua's, to be honest, pretty poor pass, but we'll take that. Tyreek Hill making plays, that's what we need from him. Tua dropping back in the play action. Jalen Waddle looks open. Pass lead up the field. A dime from Tua Tagovailoa. Man, I don't know why, but Tua, whenever he throws to Waddle, it's always accurate. What a ball. Tua Tagovailoa to Jalen Waddle. That's a great pass. Now, we did run the end around with Waddle before, so now we're going to fake it with Tyreek Hill and hopefully get Mostert some yards here on the ground as he motions over. Tua fakes a snap. Oh, we do give it to Tyreek. Never mind. I misread that play so much, and Tyreek is gone. I'm so glad I messed up that play. I am so glad. Tyreek Hill touchdown on the end around. Great play call from Mike McDaniel, a.k.a. me, and we get the touchdowns. Tyreek Hill showing his worth and why we paid him that big money. Extra point was good, so we are now up 7-3 over the Las Vegas Raiders as they come back up onto the field after a great offensive drive. Javon Holland, let's use him. Let's help on Davante Adams. He doesn't even throw that direction, and he throws to Foster Moreau underneath. We're going to use your Channing Tindall here, and yeah, just hopefully get a stop. Don't want anything looking in. Davante Adams is really routing up Byron Jones. You really want Xavier to be on him, because if Xavier's not on him, it's going to be tough. So when he's lined up against a guy like Byron Jones, who's not our star corner in Xavier, it's a little tough as Josh Jacobs gets around to tackle, breaking tackles, but a good tackle from a Landon Roberts. 7-yard gain there for Josh Jacobs. They might be going back to it. We're going to run a little bit of a blitz here, and if we can match it, I'm okay with it. If not, we're going to get to this QB. Davante Adams motions over. They do the fake this time as we try and get through, and a huge tackle from from Javon Holland. One-on-one with Josh Jacobs in the backfield, and that's a nice tackle to bring him down. As if he broke that tackle or he juked Javon Holland, he was most likely gone. Let's use your Channing Tindall here as our QB, spying the QB. Let's watch him, watch this route, come back. Davante Adams open. Jerome Baker with the interception. I swear to God, if this is coming back because of a defensive pass interference or something, I swear to God. Holding defense? Or no, holding offense. Interception for Jerome Baker. Let's go. For some reason, I don't know why, penalties always mess me up for some reason. Like, the announcer said defense, but we have the interception. We declined it. We'll take the interception with Jerome Baker as we have great field position now. Tua now 5 for 5 for 89 yards as he just completed a 3-yard pass to Mike Gesicki. Nice little pass there as we're going to keep going with the arm as their corners cannot match our receivers. Throw it up to Waddle, and it was a little bit inaccurate due to the pressure as we do miss our first pass. We do want to take advantage of that interception by Jerome Baker, but at least we'll get a field goal out of it if we don't get the first down because, again, we'll take our free 3 points. Jalen Waddle with the delay. We do have Edmonds out of the backfield. Now turn upfield to get that first down. Fights Chase Edmonds, and I don't know if we got that. It looks like they got it as Trayvon Mullen is celebrating, so it looks like they got the stop. Yeah, they did 4th and 1. We actually are going to go for this, and even Mike McDaniel wants us to go for it, which is smart. We got this entire drive off of interception, so it's an extra possession for us. So with that in mind, let's try and use that to our advantage and try and get this first down. We're actually going to fake the run. Good blocking. Mike Gesicki open over the top. Tyreek get a block. Mike Gesicki outside, and he gets pushed out of bounds. So that's a great play from Tua Tagovailoa. Playing great so far in this game. We're going to try and continue in the air. I think we tried this play last game, but it didn't work. We hit the helmet, but hopefully on this one it works. Tyreek, middle, and he stopped his route. Or Tua just missed him. That was a little interesting. We're going to keep going with the pass here. I would run it, but we've had great success with the pass on this drive, so we're going to keep going with that as we audible Jalen Waddle onto a slant. Jalen Waddle wide open in the middle of the field. Tua, Jalen Waddle, touchdown. Huge touchdown to bring us up to 14-3 after this extra point. It's been a great start to this game. Raiders back on the field here. This is actually a huge drive because if we can get a stop and score before half, we get the ball at half, which means the game would pretty much be over as Josh Jacobs just lays the nastiest stiff arm, and he is gone. Xavier Howard with a nice tackle. Not a great start to the drive, but again, if we do get the stop and we can score, we can really take over this game early and kind of run out the clock. So this is an important drive for us. Derek Carr completes a pass for 6 yards there, but we're going to keep manning up, and hopefully we can get a stop here. As again, really want to stop here, kind of take over this game early. Josh Jacobs gets met by Jerome Baker, the middle linebacker, clogging holes and clogging up the hole for Josh Jacobs. Huge tackle for him. Let's send the heat on 3rd down. If we can get a stop here, like I've been saying, we are in a good position to win. Brandon Jones covering Josh Jacobs on the tailback outside, and we get another sack. Jerome Baker is having an incredible game. If he keeps performing like this, he might get the superstar upgrade in the next episode with an interception and a sack already. He could be on the road to that. So, like I was preaching, we did get the stop, and now if we can score in this 2-minute rush, this 2-minute drill, we can go up 21 or even 17-3, and that'll be pretty much the end of this game, hopefully. So, let's get going here. Alec Ingold out of the backfield, and he doesn't even look back for the ball. It says it was inaccurate, but it was right there for him. So let's go again with the passes. Again, we don't want to run the ball here in the 2-minute drill. Cedric Wilson does look a little bit interesting as the taller guy against that corner. See if he can burn him. He doesn't. Jalen Waddle gets around him, and we get hit, but Tua gets the ball out. So, honestly, I would run the ball here, but to be honest, there's so much time left. The timeout that will make them give up by running the ball, it doesn't even matter. So, I am going to pick my own play here and try and pass the ball, as I do want to see if we can get this first down and continue trooping down the field for these points. So, let's see if anything can get open here. Mike Gesicki, is that open? Dive from Tua Tagovailoa, the toe tap from Mike Gesicki, and that's a first down, 9 for 13, 144 yards. 2 touchdowns for Tua Tagovailoa so far, as he does not want this to end. He wants to continue driving down the field. He wants to make up for his blunders last game. Even though we came out with a dub, we want this to continue. Tyreek Hill might get open on this corner route. One-on-one. He cuts to the outside. Jalen! Oh my god, Tua got his, he threw, so it fell to Jalen Waddle. I tried to click on and make the play, but he wasn't even aware of the ball as it did get hit. So we're going to audible Waddle into a streak here, see if he can beat his corner and get open down the field. If not, we're just going to hit Edmonds in the backfield, run out of bounds, and keep moving down the field. Slowly but surely moving down the field, 3rd and 5 here. This is important down. I'm looking at Jalen Waddle here. Cedric Wilson come back to the ball, and I throw another interception with Tua. I was just talking about how good he was playing, and I make a horrible decision. I don't know why I made that decision. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. He now has 7 interceptions on the year in the first 3 games. I need to really calm that down because I've been playing horribly. I promise usually I don't throw this many interceptions, but for whatever reason, man, I've been making horrible decisions. Again, it has been a little bit since I picked up the sticks for Madden. As Foshmel gets wide open and a big hit stick from Javon Holland. It has been a while since I played Madden. Like, I've been recording these videos in succession, so it will take me a bit to get back into form, but this has been real bad, I'm not going to lie. They snap the ball, Javon Holland on Devontae Adams, throw it up to Javon, let him get the pick. As he comes back to the ball, and Josh Jacobs almost gets the touchdown. That's another issue with Madden, is if you don't get pressure, the receivers will come back. And Raekwon Davis is out for about 3 weeks, I think, is torn shoulder. That will be 3 weeks minimum for Raekwon Davis to miss, so that's unfortunate. At least we do have Adam Butler, who we will see what he can do, and Josh Jacobs walks it in, as I wanted to stop and score to end the game, and now with that thrown interception, they're right back in it. Okay, the interception is bad, but other than that interception, I know I said this a lot last video, but hopefully I won't throw 4 picks again. Other than that interception, it has been going pretty good, so we do want to keep using Tua. Gesicki gets open. Please give him blocks down the field. Jalen Waddle gets him a block. He's gone. Come back. Chase Evans, that's a great start. We're going to hurry up here as we're down a timeout and we don't want to use one. Let's just pick that play, get open deep. Tyreek might be able to get open here. Snap the ball, please, Tua. Let's give Tyreek a jump ball. Beat him, Tyreek. Beat him. He missed it. Oh. Was that inaccurate from Tua? Oh my god, we had him beat. We had Tyreek wide open, or not wide open, but we threw him open with Tua. Tyreek, all he had to do was run under that and catch it. I don't know how he did not get that catch. I thought that was going to be our first bomb from Tua to Tyreek. Tyreek over the middle, and I throw another interception, bro. I don't know what is happening. And Tua almost makes a tackle, gets thrown off. I don't know what is happening. I don't know why I can't make a throw. I'm throwing so many picks. Man, this has been rough, man. Tua's throwing picks. I'm throwing picks. Again, like I talked about not doing that. I don't know how or why I'm making these dumb-ass decisions. Like, again, I said it's been a while since I played the game, so it feels like guys are open when they're not. And again, these sliders are so rough that it's really hard for me not to throw picks. But, man, this has been rough to watch. And again, I wanted Tua to stay under that 10 interception mark, but he already has 8 picks in the first 3 games, so I'm not sure that's going to happen as DAVANTE Adams walks in for a touchdown. I wanted to stop and score, and since then, they've had 2 scores, and they've stopped us twice with 2 picks. It's been horrible since I've said that. 17-14 at the half for the Las Vegas Raiders. The only thing that's good is that we do get the ball, so we do have a chance to answer. But those last 2 minutes were horrible for us. Like, absolutely horrible. And the second half starts even more horrible. I mean, Edmonds is doing well in the game, but that's a 2-yard loss. Like, I just panic and I throw picks to Tua. It's not good at all. As Mostert tries and picks up some yards, as he gets 4 yards. As the running backs aren't doing horrible, but now we need to get Tua back going, because at the start of the game he was awesome, and then ever since he missed that deep bomb to Tyreek, it's like his motivation and his Tyreek deep. Please beat him, Tyreek. You're so fast, and Tua can't hit him, man. This is getting bad. Tua cannot hit Tyreek deep. I do not want this to be what happens in real life, man. This is looking not good as we punt on our first drive to start the second half, and they get the ball back already up 3. This is not looking good, man. I still think Tua can be the answer. I still think oh my god, we get the fumble on the punt return. Thank god I was talking. As usual, I just cut punts out. I was going to say, I think Tua can be the guy. He just needs to get a little bit more accurate on those deep balls, but a huge play from Alec Ingold to hit stick and get the ball back. That is a huge play. Back on the field now after that huge play from Alec Ingold, and Tyreek's wide open. He burned him. Tua to Tyreek, and we have a touchdown. Finally hits Tyreek on a go route. Finally, Tyreek gets that go route touchdown from Tua Tagovailoa, as I need Tua to get going on those types of throws. With 8 minutes left to go in this third quarter, and the score already being 21-17, it should be a little bit more high scoring than last game. We do need Tua to get going, man. I'm going to keep forcing it. I'm going to keep saying it because I want to speak into existence, because if he can get going, man, this will be awesome. Over the middle, he breaks a tackle. Foster Moreau looking like Darren Waller. I don't know what happened there. Landon Roberts not being able to make the tackles. We're going to send the heat again on first down. Let's use Jerome Baker, try and get to Derek Carr on this play. Run up the middle. I get caught on Josh Jacobs. He throws it to DAVANTE Adams. I go for the pick, and I don't get it. And DAVANTE Adams is breaking tackles until Javon Holland brings him down. DAVANTE Adams has been amazing in this game. We're going to keep sending heat here. Jerome Baker up the middle as they do run the ball, and we stop him. A great play from Emmanuel Ogbah to get off his block and make that tackle on Josh Jacobs. As again, man, this game has been frustrating, man. I hate throwing interception, like I promised. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much, and I wish I could just restart, man, and just not throw it. But at this point, that it is what it is. Is Jerome Baker makes a good tackle on Foster Moreau as they're kind of driving down the field now, so we really need to stop here, hold them to a field goal so we can keep that lead and hope we get the offense back on the field. As they run the ball here, and a great play from Christian Wilkins to get through. Couldn't get the stop himself, but we do get the help, so we do get forced to stop on 4th and inches. We'll see if they go for it here. It looks like they are, so we'll see if we can get the stop. This is a huge play in the game. Using Landon Roberts, hopefully we can rush the gap and get the running back. As Josh Jacobs is stuck behind the line, I don't know if he got it. Did he get it? As we get the stop, huge. Tua comes back onto the field. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Again, not the greatest stats with the picks, but honestly, if we can still get him going, it's not bad. Let's get the run game going, man. I think a big part of getting Tua going, and this is the same can be said for real life. I think a big part of getting Tua going is getting the run game going, because when we were running the ball at the start, Tua was throwing the ball well, only missed 1 pass, and now since we were only throwing with him in the 2-minute drill, that's when we got into trouble. So I think we want to keep running the ball and keep getting the ball out of Tua's hands so he can use that manipulation and that pocket awareness to his advantage. As Connor Williams gets off that block, gets to the second level, and we get a 4-yard rush with Chase Edmonds. Again, let's just keep running the ball until they prove they can stop it, and then we'll put the ball into his hands. As again, it's really my fault because I'm the one throwing the ball and I'm making poor decisions, but it's hard, man, when you see Tyreek burn a guy and you want to get the ball to him. So we're actually going to hurry up, no huddle, and we're going to do play action after all those runs. Mike Gesicki looks open to the sideline. A ball from Tua. Gesicki comes back to the ball and gets his feet inbounds. No, he doesn't. I thought he got his feet inbounds. I'm actually going to take another look at that because it looked like Gesicki got his feet inbounds. So let's see if we should use the challenge on this play. Aggressive. 1-2. Does that not look like 1-2 to you guys? 1? Because that's inbounds. That is definitely inbounds. Does he not put that right foot down? Yes, he does. That's on the ground, no? That is on the ground. I swear that right foot's on the ground. That's on the ground right there. I'm pretty sure. So with that being said, we're actually going to throw the challenge flag, and we'll see if the game screws us or not. I'm pretty sure that right foot did touch the ground. As he just showed it, yeah, his foot was definitely on the ground. It definitely looks like his left foot is inbounds for sure, and his right foot looks like it touches the ground there. So I'm assuming that this is a good catch. Let's see what the ref has to say when he runs back onto the field here. As they won't actually say anything, they'll just show like who has the ball, but I'm pretty sure that's a good play. As the play is overturned, big challenge as Mike McDaniel wins his first challenge as an NFL head coach, and we get our timeout back. Huge challenge, great play from Mike Gesicki, and a great ball from Tua as the drive continues, as we're going to continue play action. Tyreek burns him, floated up to Tyreek, and again another touchdown to Tyreek Hill. Tua tagovailoa to Tyreek Hill. Did he just dap up the Oakland Raider player? What is going on? Why did they just dap up? The Oakland Raiders just got dusted, and he dapped Tyreek Hill up. That's a very Tyreek Hill thing to do as well. 28-17 now in the third quarter. A little bit left of that third quarter, and then honestly we can start running out this clock, start getting that run game going. As you saw in the last play, we got the run game going. That's when Tua got going. That is the code that I think we had to crack, and now I think we can really get it going with Tua here in the next games, because again, we just need to run the ball and then let him work out of that run. Grid stop from Zach Sealer. Again, when he's on the field, he makes plays, so we do want to try and get him on the field a little bit more, as him and Adam Butler are there now. Let's use your Javon Holland, as we're going to let Jerome Baker rush himself as a big tackle from Nick Needham. And again, if we get a stop here, like I'm not trying to jinx it, because last time I said this, I kind of jinxed it and everything went poor from then on. And again, it's 2 minutes left in the quarter, so it's exactly the same. But if we can get a stop here and score, this could be the end of the game. Xavier come back with another interception. Xavier Howard, 2 interceptions in 2 interceptions in the last 2 games in 2 straight games. Xavier Howard, the best ball hawk in the league, showing why he is that again. Man, that couldn't have gone any better. And honestly, after a little bit of a rough start to the second half, we're finally getting going here. Jalen Waddle with a nice route, get the ball to him. And again, Tua's cooking now, baby. 4 touchdowns and 2 picks. That's not a bad game from Tua. I know the picks on the whole of the season is pretty bad, but that's not too shabby. Again, let's get the run game going. Hopefully Mike Gesicki can keep improving as a blocker, as that would be so helpful to this offense. Raheem Mostert between the tackles, and he gets pushed forward, but I think we might get a holding call to bring this back. A holding call against Austin Jackson does bring that play back. I keep saying it, Kellen Deach might find his way into the game. As soon as next game, I might make that switch, because he has been really bad. He's been so bad, but with that being said, let's get the pass going, as it is second and long, so we don't want to run the ball too much here, as I don't know if we'll get enough yards. Looking at Waddle here, as he just gets wide open on this play and gets up the field a little bit. We'll take the 4 yards, and that makes it third and manageable. Maybe not even third and manageable, but 3rd and 8, which is a little bit better than we were before. Now let's get the tight ends going here. I think I said that the last video we did with this exact same play, but I do like this play for these 3rd and 8s to see if we can get the tight ends going. Tua rolling out to his left. If we can throw that back to Gesicki, and he has so much space to run. Use your speed, Gesicki, and let's just get out of bounds. Don't take a hit, as that is something Gesicki would do in real life. As Tua continues to play good. Even if he gets another touchdown here, like that would be an incredible game, a 5-touchdown game. The picks are bad, but honestly, I can't ask for much more from him at this point. Let's see if Edmonds can get going here. 1st and 10, right on the 14-yard line. So if we can get him gone left side, and a good play by the Oakland Raiders defense. Again, better than last game. Still not where we want to be with the run. I didn't even give them the opportunity, which again is on me. But better than last game against the Bills, and if we can keep this going, then that will just make Tua that much better. Chase Edmonds gets the ball. Good blocking from the boys. Chase Edmonds cuts it back and almost gets the first down, making it 3rd and short, and we're just going to run this through with a run play. Why are all these only passing plays? Why would we pass in this situation? Let's go with the strong formation. Let's run the ball. I actually do like the stretch here off the side, and we can cut back into the middle if we need to get that first down. We're just looking for the inches. We don't need the whole touchdown here. As we get most of the ball all the way. I think if we went to the outside, we might have had a touchdown, but I really wanted to secure the first down, so we'll take the 1st and goal. Back to coach suggestions. We're going to head back to 2 in real life here with the RPO of 2. If Tyreek gets open, man, that will be his 3rd touchdown of the game. And is another passing touchdown. Tyreek gets the ball, can't fight for the end zone. He does get to the 1. I thought Tyreek might have had his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game, but he doesn't. Let's get Michelle involved, because I don't think we actually have had him involved in this game. Let's try the toss. We're actually going to flip the play to the left side here, as I think if we get Hunter Long to get the block on the outside, we could have a walk-in touchdown here for Sony Michel. As we do, Sony Michel walks it in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Sony Michel. Man, let's head back to Miami with some sun. Let's head back with a dub, 34-17, doubling up the Raiders, 35-17 now. This has been a solid game, honestly, from Tua and the boys. If we can find a way to just remove that 2-minute period from the 2-minute drill from that first half with Tua, he'd have a borderline perfect game. Like, that'd be a borderline perfect game from Tua. So if we can just eliminate what I did during those 2 minutes in that 2-minute drill, honestly, we have our franchise QB. I wouldn't say it's solidified yet, but I think we're really close to having that. This has been a very good game from him. Now let's just get these stops and end this game, man. After we get the ball back, I'm really just going to chew the clock and just end this game, as there's no point in staying. As Foster Moreau, that's not even Foster Moreau, that's the backup tight end, just breaking all these tackles. Make a tackle, please. As I don't even know who that is. Looks like Nick Kwiatkowski's playing offense. I think that's Hollister. Yeah, it is Hollister, breaking all those tackles, looking like George Kittle or Travis Kelce, breaking all these tackles down the field. Rob Gronkowski-esque even, and man, that was a rough play. Again, we just really need to get a stop here just so we can run out this clock, because we don't want Derek Carr and his big arm to get back into this as he throws it to the outside, and Josh Jacobs isn't even looking, because that's how dumb this game is. Derek Carr having a pretty bad game, but man, 1 touchdown to 2 picks, that's a horrible ratio. So honestly, like, we're doing good of controlling Derek Carr, as we do need him. Oh my god, a bobble catch again, and Jacobs stiff arms Byron Jones, but he doesn't make the tackle. I was going to say, that's the second bobble catch for the Raiders. That's super annoying, as we'll go back to the zone here, 3rd and 7. We haven't dropped back that much into the zone, so hopefully this will throw a different look at them. As again, we've done a good job of handling Derek Carr, so forcing him to throw is pretty good, as he does get Davante Adams wide open. That's the only thing. Davante Adams has killed us. He has been lined up on that left side, so Xavier hasn't been going over, so it's been predominantly Byron Jones, so it's a little bit rough from that, but honestly, can't do much worse. We're actually going to help on Davante Adams here, because they lined up in the slot. For whatever reason, this formation is Jerome Baker on him, but they don't even pass the ball, and Andrew Van Ginkel makes the nice tackle. For whatever reason, it seems like the guys who need new contracts are the guys who are making those little plays today, so that's really good to see, as they want to earn those new contracts. As another play from Jerome Baker and Emmanuel Ogbah, zoning up again here on 3rd and goal. Hopefully we can get the stop here, as everything looks covered, and a sack from Christian Wilkins, his 2nd sack of the game. Maybe he's the one who wants that superstar goal, as they're going to go for it again, because they have to be honest, with this much time left. But honestly, this might be game, as if we can get a stop here, that'd be incredible. Using Channing Tindall, monitoring the middle of the field. He throws it up, and Hunter Renfrow makes an incredible catch over Brandon Jones. I clicked onto the wrong guy. I clicked onto Xavier. I thought I was going to switch him onto Brandon Jones, so that's why I ran to the right with Xavier Howard. And they score a touchdown to make it a 11-point game after this extra point. To be honest, they'll probably go for an onside kick. If they don't, I'm pretty sure that's game, so we'll see what they do here. Just in case, we're going to go with the onside recover, as that is what they do, so we do have the hands team out. So let's just get the ball, run the clock out, and end this game. As Cedric Wilson just nonchalantly one-hands an onside kick. Man, now he knows this game is in the bag, as we're just going to run this out. We're actually going to go into chew clock here. Just let our running backs do what they do, and let them get some yards here and let them end this game. Mostert run to the outside. Let's cut it back in, and that was stopped. Teron Armstead getting dominated on that left side, which is something I would not usually be, or not think that I would have to say. Getting Sony Michel involved late in the game, that is something we want to do, as they're not taking their timeouts yet. I presume they will after the 2-minute warning, as we get good blocks, and Sony Michel, man, continues to do well on his limited touches. The 2-minute warning now, so this is a big 3rd down. They'll probably start taking timeouts now, so if we can get a 1st down here, that'd be incredible. Good block from Alec Ingold. Sony Michel up the middle, and I don't think he got that. I think it was a tad short, as they do take their timeout. Honestly, we're just going to take our points, go up 38-24, and that will pretty much wrap the game up. Jason Sanders finally getting some action here, as we don't kick field goals that often. I feel like, for whatever reason, we either get stopped early and have to punt, or we go right into the end zone. So, nice little field goal from Jason Sanders, and that should put the game away as we get the stop here to end the game. Josh Jacobs had 7 rushes for 38 yards and a touchdown, but since it's been all stops, all of this defense, 6 carries for only 4 rushing yards, our defense really stepped up in the second half, as at the beginning there, it did look like they were going to get going, but we really have contained Josh Jacobs and Derek Carr. Again, one more stop here and the game will be finished. Using Javon Holland over the middle, they get stuck over there. He does throw it down low, but we just want to tackle him inbounds, make them use that clock, and honestly, this game will be over. Not too worried here, but if they do score, we are looking at an onside kick and a touchdown for them to tie it. But again, as long as we keep them inbounds here, I don't think we're looking too bad. I'm going to keep just picking the plays that they give us and hopefully containing them here, as they are going deep. but they do go underneath. And Josh Jacobs turns up the field and then goes out of bounds. That was honestly the one play we didn't want to happen, as Jalen Phillips has another injury timeout. Please don't be injured long term, as that is one of our young stud defenders. So if that was to happen at the end of the game, which presumably is almost over, that would be really unfortunate. Jerome Baker, as they do a screen, Jerome Baker, run your ass over there. There's a nice tackle by Jerome Baker to keep him inbound, as again, they do have to hurry up and they're not taking their time out. Using Jerome Baker on Josh Jacobs, he runs out to the right as they are throwing it up to Xavier Howard. Swat it, please, Xavier, and he got burnt. He got burnt by, I think that's DeMarcus Robinson, and they are back into the game. And an abdominal tear for Jalen Phillips, and he will be out for a few games. That is so unfortunate. That was the worst two plays or two things that can happen back to back in this game, as they are going to attempt another onside kick, and Jalen Phillips gets injured for what seems to be a long period of time. So thank God we made that pickup in Melvin Ingram. Thank you, Chris Greer. Forgot to go into the onside recovery thing, but it doesn't matter as Eric Rowe gets the ball, and we'll just go down as we can now just run out the clock. As, man, this game looks closer than it really was. It was around 34-17, so they did come back a little bit, but man, Jalen Phillips getting injured is tough. As we will just continue to try and run out the clock here with Raheem Mostert, as they're going to try and use their timeouts to stall it out, but we should be good to go. And we will just kneel the ball out to end the game, as that will do it, as the the real time is under the play clock. So that will be it for this game. Honestly, Tua had a relatively good game. The 2 interceptions in those 2 minutes sucked. But other than that, man, it was pretty good from him as he came back and threw a bunch of touchdowns. Tyreek Hill showed up. The defense was great in the middle of the game. At the start, it looked kind of tough, and then at the end, they were coming back a little bit. But, man, I think, honestly, the biggest story of this game, it's not Tua, it's not the defense, it's Jalen Phillips getting hurt, as that is not good for the rest of the series. I mean, or for the rest of this season, as that is a relatively big injury, I'm pretty sure, in these Madden games. That should be around 4 weeks, but honestly, man, that's a tough one, especially when the game is basically over at the end of the game. Getting to the stats here, man, if you just look at this screen, like, Tua had a great game, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 2 picks. He definitely did better than Derek Carr, as he had 27 completions on 34 attempts, but only 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Rushing-wise, again, it was much better from us, as it was a more running back by committee. But Mostert and Edmonds both averaged over 4 yards carry, and Michelle, as they all did what we want them to do. So Michelle getting that walk-in touchdown. Receiving-wise, Mike Gesicki with a huge game. I didn't even realize, just because he never got in the end zone, I did not even realize how good Mike Gesicki is. Honestly, going into the next episode, we're going to re-sign him. I think that's going to be what we're going to have to do. These last 2 games back-to-back, he's been incredible. So I think Mike Gesicki's earned himself a contract. Jalen Waddle there was clutch, man, with that touchdown. And then Tyreek Hill, 122 yards, 3 touchdowns for Tyreek Hill, man. That is incredible. Davante Adams did do well himself with 77 yards and a touchdown for him. And Hunter Renfrow did pretty good with a touchdown for himself. Now getting into the defense, we did have a few sacks here. So Max Crosby getting 2, Christian Wilkins getting 2, and Jerome Baker getting 1. Interceptions-wise, Jayon Brown getting 1, Xavier Howard and Jerome Baker getting 1 for us. And then Trayvon Mayrig, or Morig, however you pronounce his name, he gets a pick on Tua as well. And then Jason Sanders makes his only field goal, as well as Daniel Carlson, who made that really nice field goal at the beginning of the game. That seemed like so long for now, but honestly, not too bad of a game from the team. As we end the game, we do have a couple upgrades. Let's just upgrade Tyreek's route running just to make him a scheme fit. Honestly, why not get him that scheme fit and make him a better route runner? Other than that, again, he's already so good. Connor Williams, we're just going to keep upgrading that scheme fit, 79 overall for his agile, and that will still increase other stuff, so not too bad for Connor Williams. And Austin Jackson does get an upgrade here. We'll upgrade his pass protector because he has struggled in pass protection, but I do think one change we're going to make is Kellen Deach is going to go in for Austin Jackson. I'm actually going to do that right now before we get into the next game. The other thing we're going to do is actually Melvin Ingram is going to start for this Miami team, as Jalen Phillips is hurt. So the one thing we are going to do is we're going to start Kellen Deach at right tackle. If Deach struggles, we'll put in Eichenberg, but for now it's going to be Kellen Deach's spot to lose, as he is now the starting right tackle going into the next episode. Now our right outside linebacker is Melvin Ingram with Brendan Scarlett backing him up. So it's unfortunate for Jalen Phillips, as he will miss some time, but at least we do have Melvin Ingram to pick that up. Let's see what the injury is and how long he is out. So he is out for the next 4 weeks, so that is really unfortunate, and it's an unfortunate end to the episode. But honestly, other than that, we're off to a roaring start, even though the games have been a little ugly. Not too bad this game though. 3-0 to start the year. We can't really ask for anything more than that, other than Tua playing better. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.